What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the World of Juke channel. Welcome back to another episode of the Rams Bust to Baller Rebuild here on Madden 21 on the PC. That is right. We are back with another episode, and we are starting the 2016 season? 2016, am I right on that? I think so, because I think we have the 2017 draft that we're going to be doing today. Or not today, but we're going to be doing in this season. In the last season, 2015 was the start of the Jameis Winston era, right? Yeah. We didn't make the playoffs, I do know that. And we had a pretty solid offseason, so hopefully we can build on our offseason and maybe make the playoffs this season, maybe make another Super Bowl appearance. We do have one Super Bowl championship. We won that at this point, it's been a long time that we've won this. We won that in like year 4 or something, year 3 in this series, and now we are in 2016. So it's been a minute since we've won a championship. We need to get back there and win another one. Hopefully we can do it this season. I don't know what's going to happen though. We may not be that great of a team this year. Who knows? We'll have to wait and find out when we simulate. Smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. All right, here we are. We are in the 2016 season. Let's take a quick look at the roster. Hopefully this roster is built for the playoffs. I don't think it is. But we've got Jameis Winston in his second season in the league. He's a superstar. He's 76 overall. He should hopefully keep developing. David Johnson had a great season last year, is only in year number 2. So he's a 79 overall. He's going to be great. He's got to develop even more. We've got Martavis Bryant, Ricardo Lockett, Kelvin Benjamin, Stephen Hill, and Josh Gordon, along with Jermaine Kearse down there. So our wide receiver core is fine. We just need to hopefully have these guys, these younger guys like Josh Gordon. Actually, at this point, Josh Gordon's not that young yet. 24 or 25, not that young. I mean, it's still young in NFL terms, but we hopefully can develop these guys more. Offensive line looks very good for what it is. We need a better right tackle. Patrick Olome is not where it needs to be. I guess I could put Jason Spriggs there so that he could get some time to develop. I may do that, because he is currently our backup left tackle, so maybe if we put him at starting right tackle, then he would develop more since he's getting more playing time. Tight end, Kobe Fleener's turning out to be a very solid tight end for us. He's 78 overall, Aaron Hernandez 71. Jordan Cameron really hasn't got a lot of playing time since we drafted Hernandez, so he's still a 68. On defense, we still got Keith Rivers, which it might be the last season for Keith Rivers because he's starting to decrease in value. He's 89 overall, 30 years old. We may need to move on from him. And plus, we have Darren Lee, who we just drafted this offseason. So hopefully he can, and he's already a 77 overall, so I'm hoping that he can take over for Keith Rivers next season. Middle linebacker is going to be Vontaze Burfict this year, and then Jermaine Cunningham is going to be starting right outside linebacker. Hopefully another season of Telvin Smith as a backup can let him develop a little bit more. Safeties are looking real good. Iloka and Major Wright, I'm very happy with how our safeties have been. Defensive line, we need to get Dominic Easley another year of development so he can start to grow a little bit more. We've got to get Greg Hardy a few more reps so he can start to develop. Deion Jordan, we got in that trade in the offseason, so he's going to be a starting right end alongside Alan Bailey, who is probably in his last season on this team, because we've got Shane Ray, who I want to start to develop. Plus, he's got silver development, so he should be able to go a little bit higher than what Alan Bailey is, excuse me. Our corners are what I'm really excited about, because we've got Josh Robinson, who is only 25. We've got Buster Screen, who is 27. We've got Eli Apple, who we just drafted. We've got Robert Alford, Kyle Arrington, who's a little bit older, but still very productive. Our corners are very good. This team is not bad. It's not the worst team in the league. We are currently 77 overall with a 77 offense, 79 defense. This team's not that bad. I hope that we can maybe make the playoffs. I don't know, really. Depends on how we do. As you could probably tell, I don't know if I mentioned it. I do know that I didn't mention it. We are 0-2 to start out this season, so not the greatest thing if we want to start making the playoffs, but we've had some crazy simulations where we've lost like 2 games and then won like 7 straight or something, so it could happen. Going into the draft, we've got, oh, this is 2018, isn't it? Is this 2017 or 2018? $2017, right? Myles Garrett 2017. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I just blanked right now. But whatever draft it is, it's got Myles Garrett in it. It's got Patrick Mahomes in it. But obviously, we can't draft it in these guys. We can draft Mitchell Trubisky if we need to, because he's a bust. But other than that, we can't get Mahomes, can't get Watson. We can get everybody else, though. I probably wouldn't consider getting Taysom Hill, because there is potential of him actually being the starter for the Saints this season, so I wouldn't count Taysom Hill on this list. Running backs, we could get Deontay Foreman, Samaje Perine. I would say Wayne Gallman, but he's actually come on in real life for the Giants the past couple of seasons, so maybe not Wayne Gallman anymore. Definitely not Aaron Jones. Not Matt Breida, even. I don't know. Running backs are going to be tricky this season. We might not be able to get a lot of them. It's going to be slim pickings. Luckily, we probably don't need a running back with Alex Collins and David Johnson, so we might be good there. Wide receivers, I've got scouted John Ross, because if you know, you know. John Ross is one of the biggest busts of all time, so plus he's super fast. Zay Jones is on here. Can't get Juju, obviously. Can't get Cooper Kupp. You guys, by now, you guys know the guys that we can't get and the guys that we can get. I did scout Evan Ingram. Now, this one might be a little bit controversial, but Evan Ingram has not yet lived up to the hype that he had coming into the draft this year. So I scouted him. I don't know if I'm going to take him or not, because we currently have the 6th pick and the 9th pick. He'd probably be there at the 6th and the 9th pick. But Evan Ingram is an interesting one. If I do draft him, it would be pretty controversial, because a lot of people wouldn't consider him a bust. I don't really consider him a bust. He's probably on that. He's on the list of guys that just didn't live up to the hype and the potential that they had. He's still a decent player in the NFL. He's still a good tight end for the Giants in real life, but he was coming into the league with all this hype like he was going to be the next great tight end, and he never really came up with it. So I also am probably going to scout David Njoku because of that same reason. So I don't know if I'm going to draft either one of these guys, but I'm going to scout both of them. So I just figured I'd bring that up now so I don't get yelled at in the comments. Now, these guys don't have colleges because I didn't take the time to look up what college they went to, and I didn't really care at this point. So you know what college they went to. It doesn't really matter that much. Offensive line, we do need to get some offensive linemen, and I'd probably say maybe Pat Elflein would be a good option for us. That's why he's scouted. Forrest Lamp definitely is going to be an option for us at right guard. We do need some. The right side of our offensive line is a little bit shaky. I know we have Jeremy Zuta, but he's getting a little bit older, so we need to work on that right side of the line. The only problem is right tackle doesn't have a lot of position or a lot of players of potential growth. So maybe Jason Spriggs is the best option for us. I don't know. Defensively, Tack McKinley, obviously. Taco Charlton would be good for us. Pass rushing on the right side. Jordan Willis. Chris Wormley. This one actually doesn't have... A lot of the top guys are all guys that aren't considered for this challenge. So this is going to be a tricky year. Malik McDowell does count. Probably not Larry Ogunjobi, even though he's not like the highest rated guy, or he's not really a bust, or he didn't really have a lot of potential coming out anyway, or a lot of hype, so he wouldn't count, I wouldn't think. But guys down here obviously all count. Linebackers is where we need to work, so we probably need to scout a lot of these linebackers. Everybody on this outside linebacker, except for Matt Milano, he wouldn't count. Matt Milano doesn't count on this, but everybody but him you could possibly see me drafting, so that's good. Middle linebackers, definitely Reuben Foster. We might actually draft Reuben Foster. If there's anybody that fits this challenge, it's Reuben Foster, that's for sure. Probably not Jayon Brown, so he wouldn't count. And Jared Davis wouldn't count either, so I'd say just Jayon Brown and Jared Davis don't count on that one. Definitely not TJ Watt, that's for sure. But everybody else... Let me scroll down here, see if there's anybody. Yeah, everybody but TJ Watt we can draft on here. So this is a good linebacker class for us. I'm definitely going to have to put a lot of scouting points into these guys so that I can make a informed decision. Now, corner's always difficult because there's always a lot of good corners every year. So None of these top guys. I wouldn't even consider Garyon Conley because he's had a decent career. So everybody, Kevin King probably is the first one that we could consider drafting. And then we go down here, not Shaq Griffin because he's pretty good. But everybody else, very good. Not Desmond King, but everybody else, yep. So there's actually only a few guys that we can't draft here in corner this year. Free safety, nobody here. Probably not even Marcus Williams or John Johnson. Probably starts with Delano Hill, and then we can scroll down here. We can get Mike Tyson or Fish Smithson, one of the greatest names of all time. Definitely not Jamel Adams, that's for sure. But Jabril Peppers is an interesting one because Jabril Peppers had a lot of hype coming out of college, and he's had an okay career, but he's not had the type of career that he could have had with all the hype, or that he should have had with all the hype. So I'm going to scout him. It's basically like the Evan Ingram thing. I'm going to scout him. I might not draft him, but I might. There's a possibility. But other than that, not Eddie Jackson and everybody else, yeah. So basically this was just Jamal Adams and Eddie Jackson, I think, as far as I can see. Kickers, we may need to get a kicker this year because Dan Carpenter's probably getting old and getting close to a low overall. So maybe Jake Elliott would consider. Rigoberto Sanchez might consider, or might count for it. I don't know. Punter-wise, I don't think we need a punter, but obviously Cameron Johnson's down there. That'd be the guy that I would take because he's a Buckeye. So that is your 2017 draft class. I'm pretty sure it's 2017. And I think that's everything that I needed to discuss with you guys before we simulate this season. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's hopefully make the playoffs this year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're in week 17. And as you can see in the top left, we didn't win every single game after the simulation, obviously. We barely won any games. We are 3-12. We won 3 games since the simulation from week 3. We won 3 games all season. With a team like this team is not a 3-win team. James is an 81. David Johnson's up to an 81. Or James is an 80. David Johnson 81. Bryant's an 82. I mean, our offensive line's not the greatest, obviously. But, I mean, it's better than a 3-win football team. Our defense especially is not the worst. 85 overall Josh Robinson. 91 Keith Rivers. Darren Lee's an 80. I mean, the team's not bad, but it turned out to be pretty bad. We've won 3 games so far. We got 1 game left. We're not making the play. We're not making the playoffs again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go over the season stats because I'm probably going to forget in the offseason video to go over the season stats. So these aren't final because obviously we got to play the game against the Cardinals. But Jameis Winston with 3,700 yards, 29 touchdowns, 11 picks. 824 yards for Johnson, 3 touchdowns. Trent Richardson had 6 touchdowns for some reason. I don't know why, but he did. Receiving, Kelvin Benjamin, 888 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's what you want to see from a young guy like Kelvin Benjamin. 884 yards from Martavis Bryant, 4 touchdowns. 8 touchdowns for Kobe Fleener. Jameis Winston like these 4 guys, and that's about it. On defense, we had Keith Rivers, who's probably going to get 100 tackles this season. He's going to be the only one. 3.5 sacks for him as well. Alan Bailey had 5.5, 4.5 for Joyner, 3.5 for Rivers, 2.5 for Woods and Easley, 2 for Burfict. Okay, what about interceptions? 2 for Robinson, Screen, and Major Wright, and then 1 for Alford and Iloka. Any cool other stats like a fumble recovery or forced fumble from Iloka. No fumble recoveries. No block kicks. No safeties. No touchdowns. So all in all, bad season. Bad season for your Rams. I don't know what happened here. Kyle Orton. Oh! So this is why the season was so bad. Because Kyle Orton is probably going to win the MVP. We've had some weird MVP winners in this entire time that I've been doing these kind of retro rebuilds. We've had Mark Sanchez win some MVPs. We've had Jay Cutler win some MVPs. We've had a bunch of bums win MVPs, but this might be the icing on top of the cake. Kyle Orton. If you guys don't remember who Kyle Orton is, man, just go look up Kyle Orton Bears or Kyle Orton Broncos or just Kyle Orton anything, and you'll get a laugh out of that. So just Kyle Orton's your MVP, ladies. Well, your presumptive MVP. He's in the lead. Vince Young could obviously take it at the last second, but Kyle Orton probably going to be your MVP. Mariota's best offensive player so far, then Najee Good. Then you got Malcolm Mitchell, who's interesting. Malcolm Mitchell's offensive rookie of the year. All right, cool. Go Malcolm Mitchell. Kavari Russell, who I wanted to draft, but I just missed out on him. Chad Henne. So we've got a possible Kyle Orton MVP, a possible Marcus Mariota Offensive Player of the Year, and a possible Chad Henne Best Quarterback. What is going on? This season is wild, ladies and gentlemen. The awards are out of control. Chad Henne thing is possible, is possibly your best quarterback. So take that for what it is. Adrian Peterson, best running back. Calvin Johnson, best wide receiver. DeBrickashaw, best offensive lineman. Maybe we should have traded DeBrickashaw. Jared Allen, best defensive lineman. Terrell Suggs, best linebacker. Troy Polamalu on the Bears is best defensive back. And Dick Carpenter, best kicker. Let's go. I think it's the first time we've won best kicker this entire series. So that's cool. Good job, Carpenter. But these awards, man, these awards are insane. So now it's time to end the suffering of this season. We've got to go up against the 12-3 Cardinals. Let me check real quick. What is our draft pick looking like? We got to have the number 1 pick, right? We have the number 4 pick and the number 14 pick from the Bills. Who's got the number? Who's worse than us? Is their teams actually worse than us? 3-12. So the Falcons and the Lions possibly have a better pick than we do. So hold on. Who's got number 1? I got to find this out now. So it was the Falcons and the Lions. Falcons have pick 5. Lions have pick 3. So who's got 1? Oh, the Raiders. How do the Raiders have pick 1? What are the Raiders? What's the... That can't be their pick. Let's go to the Raiders real quick. It is their pick. How do the Raiders have pick 1? Hold on. What's their record? The Raiders are 4-11 and they have the first overall pick. Hello? They have 1 more win than us. They should not have the number 1 overall pick. So now we got to lose this game against the Cardinals to go 3-13 and possibly fight for that number 1 pick. I mean, we're probably going to have a top 5 pick anyway because we're trash apparently this season. So we're going to get somebody quote-unquote good. But we're going to have to wait and find out for that one. Smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's go lose to the Cardinals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It is time to start this game. We're already down 7-0, so this game hasn't started out quite on the right track, but that should be a... What? Excuse me? Hold up. Wait a minute. How is that not a first down? I'm pretty sure that was. We're going to have to go anyway and score. I'm going to throw this quickly to Kelvin Benjamin. He gets the first 2 passes of the game for us, well, at least for me. And maybe we can score a touchdown, tie this game up. That's what I'm really going for here. I'm looking for either Martavis Bryant or Kelvin Benjamin on this one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hot route Fleener for streak. Maybe he gets open quickly. He does. That's a quick catch, Fleener. That's how you hot route. Big brain. Big brain. High IQ. Let's go. That's how you tie a game. All right, it is currently 17-7. Excuse me, 17-7. Why is my man Martavis Bryant wide open? Let's keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Jameis has 1 pick already in this game. Not the greatest start for him. I'm going to lob this. That's going to be... Oh, catch that! No! I thought I was going to get out the deflection. Oh, that would have been Pog. Okay. So we have a minute to go. Down by 10. That's going to be an easy throw. Easy catch. Easy touchdown. Martavis Bryant. And we're back in this game. We may want to lose this game, but we don't want to look bad doing it. All right, we're in the fourth quarter. Just about started. 23-14 is the score. Underneath to Ricardo Lockett for the first down. That's what we needed to do. Let's keep it going. Let's see if we can hot route my man Martavis for a streak. Maybe he can get open one-on-one. Probably not. But I do have a main man, Kobe Fleener, who got both feet down, right? Yeah, he did. That was a little bit risky. I decided to do a catch and run instead of a secure catch. We're not kicking a field goal here. 4th down and 3 in a game that we need to win. We're not kicking a freaking field goal, my guy. We're going balls in. That's going to be a nice catch. Ricardo Lockett, baby. Ricardo Lockett. Let's get a run play with David Johnson. We haven't got a lot of these run plays yet with my main man, David. And can we power our way in? He just leveled my man. Who is that? I couldn't see who that was, but he got his clocked clean. Is that even a saying, clock clean? Oh, I'm going to run this with Jameis. I'm going to get in there with Jameis. I'm not going to get in there with Jameis. I lost. How did you lose a yard on that? I technically didn't even move. You just scanned me out of a yard. I couldn't get the ball away quick enough. I couldn't get the ball away. Cam Jordan got there very, very quick. That's okay. We're still going to score. Don't worry. Maybe we won't score. Oh, flag. What's the flag? What's the flag? What's the flag? Of course it's holding on the offense. Jason, what are you doing? All right, I realize I haven't shown you any defensive clips this game, and that's because I'm embarrassed of our defense, so I don't want to show any clips of the defense. Yeah, I pressed Y. I pressed Y on that, and that didn't go anywhere. I know I got hit, but still. We are going to go for it on this 4th down. Let's see how far Jameis can throw it. I don't have any time, but I still got it off. Kelvin Benjamin. I didn't have any time on that one. The Cardinals brought the house. And I'm going to throw that to Kelvin. Touchdown. Let's go. It doesn't mean anything because we're probably... Actually... Are they going to let me go for 2? Oh, no. They went for the field goal. Can this possibly get us the ball back? There's no way, right? There's no way. Get it, get it, get it. Oh, Larry Fitzgerald. They had Fitzgerald out there. We made it a game. All right, stats on the game. Jameis Winston had 292 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. And I just realized that the Cardinals have Chad Henne. So that's why we lost this game. Because Chad Henne's a GOAT. David Johnson, 11 touches, 50 yards, 7 catches for 105 yards for Benjamin, 2 touchdowns from Martavis Bryant, and the 1 from Kobe Fleener. On defense, Keith Rivers had 13 tackles. We sacked Henne 2 times, technically, with a half a sack. That equals 2, or that equals 1, and then the other one's 2. We didn't pick Henne off at all, so we didn't have the greatest game, but we're just a bad team for some reason. I don't know why we're such a bad team. The thing is, we're not like a bad team. We're not getting blown out in any of these games. We're making them close, and we're having close games. I was watching as the simulation was going by, and we were losing games, but we were losing them by a touchdown or less on a few occasions, on most of the occasions, actually. So, I mean, we weren't losing by a lot, so it's not like we're a horrible team, but we just don't have the guys to make a difference and finish the job, like seal a victory. We just don't have those guys right now, so... Maybe this draft will be the change for us. Probably not, because it's not the greatest draft for guys that we're looking for. But we'll have to wait and see. At least there's no postseason video that I had to make, so I guess that's a plus. All right, with the season wrapped, we went 3-13, worst in the division. Our worst season I don't even think we did that bad. Did we? How bad did we do in season number 1? I can't even remember at this point. I don't think we did 3-13 or worse than that. So one of our worst records we've had this series. We got to turn it around next season. We've got the pieces. They just need to keep developing. I'm going to simulate to the Pro Bowl, and we'll look at the Pro Bowl roster at the end of this video, and then we will simulate to the Super Bowl week, and then in the start of the next episode, we'll simulate the Super Bowl and do the offseason, all that good stuff. You guys know the drill. Smash that like button. Let's get to the Pro Bowl. I'm not expecting us to have any Pro Bowlers, so let's just scroll quickly. Chad Henne's going to be the starter for the NFC squad. Look at these names: Chad Henne, Jared Goff, Mariota, Kyle Orton, Alex Smith, Cam Newton. Those are your quarterbacks for the Pro Bowl. That's crazy. But like I said, I'm not expecting us to have any Pro Bowlers, so let's just quickly go through this. No offensive linemen. That's usually where we get at least one, is on the offensive line. No defensive guys so far. Maybe Dan Carpenter because he won the... No. Okay, Matt Prater. So no Pro Bowlers for us this season, which is to be expected. We didn't have that great of a season. But now let's simulate to the Super Bowl. It is going to be Vikings and Cincinnati. Minnesota-Cincinnati for the Super Bowl, for the Lombardi Trophy. Who's going to take it home? We'll have to wait till the next episode to find out. And hopefully the next episode we do a little bit better. Let's close out this video by checking our draft picks. See how we are sitting right now. We have the number 2 pick in the entire draft. The Raiders have fallen to 7. So let's check the Lions real quick. The Lions, they must have lost too. So they currently have the number 1 pick. We have the number 2 pick, plus the 11th pick from the Bills. So they must have lost their last game too, because I think they had like the 17th pick or something. So they fall to 11. So we've got some pretty good picks. Plus, we've got Keith Rivers, who I might be able to trade for a first-round pick too. So we could end up having 4 first-round picks in this upcoming draft, which I'm probably going to trade at least 2 of them for next year first-round picks, so we can keep this cycle of having a lot of picks going. So you guys know the drill. You guys already know how I do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is a little bit tougher of a video for us. I don't know what happened really with the simulation, but we couldn't win any games. So it is what it is. Hopefully we'll come back next season and have a better record, have a better team. But we got to get through the offseason first. I think it's going to be a good offseason. Make sure to smash that like button if you are excited. Hit the notification bell and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.